Hey, what's up, guys? Today I don't have a lot to say other than it is a great thing to keep an eye on names that are actually picking up a lot of steam on the after hours or on the extended hours of trading, whichever way you want to call it. VIR, this is a stock that uh, I I was watching since yesterday. If you take a step back here, you're gonna notice that yesterday it ramped up, had a very interesting daily chart coming out right here, breaking that resistance $29. It closed yesterday right here. We had a high at 36.50. It closed yesterday at $34.98. Right. That close made me really think that it was gonna be something interesting happening today. Because of when we close. This is a 15-minute time frame here. Let me just go back and try to show you a 5 over here. This is a bigger window. So when we closed yesterday here, went to a high here that after hours 38 bucks, right? And when I saw that, I decided that I was trying to make a post on Twitter. So all of you guys that actually keep an eye on that, well, then you will see the tweet. And coming into today, you had a little bit of an idea that I was watching the stock. And just by the way, if you want to get a free watch list, a swing trade and day trade watch list, just go over to traderscolony.com and create a free account. I will be sending you a email with every single weekend with the swing trade and day trade watch list over to your inbox, so that way you have a couple of ideas that you might be able to approach. And this is one of them, pretty much, although I didn't send it on email, but I did send it on Twitter. So you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can see what I'm doing. And here's a tweet yesterday at 4:50 p.m. right? You can see it here, 4:50 p.m. So I decided that at that time of the day, it was actually a very, very good idea for me to send that out. And look at right here, 34.97. Yesterday was 38.98, 34.98 close. And I posted this one at 4:50 in the afternoon. Saw that it was picking up a lot of steam and the after hours. And so I thought it was going to be a good idea to keep an eye on it. So as of this morning, started to ramp up. In the pre-market hours, if you notice here, we took a little bit of support a couple of different times. Right here, coming down, testing the 100 simple moving average, and down here on the 50 simple moving average. This is a 5-minute time frame. From here, you can notice that we had a very interesting ramp up, taking that low at $29.67 for a 75% move, all the way to 70 bucks. When it got up here, it got halted and it started to come down. Although I'm not gonna say that I took the whole thing. I did not. I took a stop in the pre-market hours because I noticed that it was actually picking up a lot of steam. Every single one of these candles was picking up steam. If you look at the volume here, started to ramp up, started to come up, and when it started to come up right here on this particular candle around 50 bucks, I decided that was actually probably going to be a good idea to go up. And we had a little high here, $57.02, a small pullback, and then right back up again. And I took a little chunk of money in the pre-market hours today. Honestly, I didn't really think that it was gonna go so high to 70 bucks in the pre-market hours. After it opened, it's just been nuts. See, you can't really do much. When it opened right up, it went right to 70 bucks, and then they had a pullback. It had halted on the way down, and then plunging again here for a low of 55.29. Halted again. Had a micro bounce right here inside of this 1-minute candle, and then he plunged right back again to 50.78, halted again, and it's just being a mess. But every single one of the coronavirus stocks are being crazy. For example, CODX, you can see it today in the pre-market hours getting a lot of steam. We got VIR and VXRT, another one that got halted in the way up, going up like crazy. We had another one, AHPI, right here in the pre-market hours too. You can see it coming up. NNVC, APT. See, APT that we talked about this one days and days ago. You can see it down here today being 12 bucks. By the time of the open, this candle right here was $19.85. So all of these stocks are moving a little crazy. And APDM, for example, this one also came up soaring like crazy because they are actually working with China and Canada to try to mitigate all of this coronavirus type of thing. So all of the biotechnology companies, all of the healthcare sector stocks, and all of this type of stuff, it's just soaring like crazy. And now that this virus is actually going on, all of this press conference with the government and all that kind of stuff is being going on. And this morning it came out in the news that Japan is going to close their actually schools from, I think, the 2nd or the 4th of March all the way to the first, after the spring break actually finishes, or the first break of spring, something like that. I can't remember. I was reading the news this morning, but I can't remember everything 100%. So that we know. There's a couple other countries trying to get this thing contained. The United States is working hard to try to prevent all this kind of stuff. So all of these things are going on at the same time. But going back to what happened with Ebola, same thing happened here. Going back to what happened with the shootings, the police shootings and all that kind of stuff, DGLY stock got crazy. So it's the same type of thing happening. You see the stock market dropping like crazy. You go back to the 2000s and you have the tech bubble of the 2000. And then 2008 you had the housing market. After that, it's been about 12 years after 2008. And now we have this stock market crashing today. As of right now, let me just take a look at it to tell you exactly where we're sitting. The Dow Jones is negative 723 points as of right now. So in the last couple of days, the market has dropped very close to 3,000 points. And so you can see the same pattern happening. The 2000 tech bubble, housing bubble 2008, and now with this pandemics and viruses and these things, the market is just going crazy. So it is a different problem. It's a different I'm trying to find the right word here, but but what I'm trying to say is it's a different issue, but it's the same pattern. The market is just dropping, and it's every time kind of like in the same type of time frame. Couple from average of 10 years, you have a market issue, and now seems like is this type of viruses kind of thing. So just something to keep an eye on for the last couple of days. We've seen this sector being really hot, and I think that over the next couple of days you will see this sector continue to be hot over the next few days, especially now in the press conference yesterday. CDC, they spoke about vaccinations, and that's going to take about 6 months for them to have like 100 trials and see how that is working. After that, 6 months or a couple of weeks, and then 6 months, and then from that 6 months to another 3 to 4 to 6 months, they're gonna have a couple of thousand people try, see how everything responds and how everything works. So they're gonna start working hard on all of that kind of stuff, and you will most definitely see biotechnology, healthcare sector stocks, and company that create things to protect from this. You go to a store, Target, Walmart, and all those stores. Since the time you go in to the time you go out, you see a lot of Lysol, a lot of hand sanitizer, and you see a lot of masks. Although, well, the masks you probably we're not gonna find right now, but this is something that is hitting the market, and this is something that, as of right now, it's gonna be hard for the next couple of months. So just something to be mindful of. Keep an eye on those names, and protect yourself and your family. God bless you all. I hope all of you guys are okay, and I hope to see you next time around here. Thank you.